Hey, what is up, everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you here today. Let me say that my ride to work today was exhilarating. This was one of those episodes of Wrestling Observer Radio that honestly was well worth the price of listening to the podcast. I'm sure the story is going to be out there everywhere with all of the so-called sub-site dirt sheets posting the story. But wow, I mean, I was shocked when Brock Lesnar won at WrestleMania 34 in the main event. Yesterday, the story came out from WWE that Brock Lesnar had re-signed with WWE, a short-term deal. I don't think anybody knows how short-term this deal really is. Some people say that he's just going to do the Saudi Arabia event where he's going to wrestle the steel cage match, and he'll drop the title there. Last night on Monday Night Raw, you had Samoa Joe come out, and he was sort of taunting Roman Reigns, saying that he was going to be waiting for him, and they were going to have a match at Backlash. So they're already sort of setting up the next big pay-per-view where it's going to be Roman Reigns versus Samoa Joe, and I'm pretty sure most people are going to be thinking that that's going to be a title match with Roman Reigns winning the belts. But the story that comes out of the Observer today is that basically Brock Lesnar was upset with the match at WrestleMania 34. He came walking through Gorilla. He threw the belt against the wall, trying to throw it at Vince McMahon. It's almost like, he didn't want to work for WWE anymore. Some people say that the actual call where Roman wasn't going to win the match came from Vince to the referee during it. They're not making Brock sign a deal. I mean, they're not saying, Brock, you have to do this. I mean, they're not holding anything over his head. Brock wants the money. So I don't know why he would be upset that it would happen. I mean, there was no moment in the match, it didn't look like, where Brock and Braun Strowman were going back and forth, the actual, punching each other in the head and stuff like that. So I don't really know why he would be mad. I'm shocked. I don't know. I mean, they say that this even got to the point where basically Shane McMahon wanted to fight Brock Lesnar. People don't know what is a work and what's not a work. People were told that Roman Reigns was going to win the match. So everybody was really surprised at the fact that Brock won. So now they're pushing this thing of backstage Shane going after Brock. Of course, that was something we thought we were going to get as a match at WrestleMania after Shane and Brock started getting in a fight in the ring at SummerSlam a couple of years ago. And of course, then Brock goes through Gorilla and Brock gets in a real life fight with Chris Jericho in the back. So, I don't really know what's going down with the whole Brock deal, but we get Brock at least one more time. At this point, you gotta wonder if the whole UFC thing is really a work, and maybe if Brock's just staying with WWE, and it's a whole thing, kind of like when CM Punk, the rumors were out that he was leaving and that he had signed with WWE, and he was still the ROH champion, and everybody kept thinking that this is going to be the last match that he has, but he kept going out and he kept winning matches. So maybe they just keep Brock around, keep being the champion, and he can't leave because he can't lose. I don't know what to think.